Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal it's time for football. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their 2nd-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And May will not risk it. Into the slide, and he's got the 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Patriots, 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
First carry for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
He's found his receiver, Butte. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get 24 on that one. First down, New England.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy.
Oh, the ball's out. One of the Steelers has it. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to possess the football for the second time. Let's see if they can bounce back from the early mistake. That fumble a moment ago returned for a touchdown. The offense gets it back. 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Working his way out left. And he'll go into a slide here. They're going to mark him just a little short of the 1st down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's May. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He's going to have that 1st down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. That's Brandon Echols there for the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Throwing is May. The throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
3rd and 9. Working out of the gun. It's May. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 2nd down, it's May. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Patriots.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He's got it, and the Pats will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready for their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Throwing, Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
16 yards.
16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. setting up 2nd and 2.
At his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Warren. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Rodgers on 3rd and 2. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A gain there of 20. That's a Steeler 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take him down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he's in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Patriots 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. It has been a roller coaster of a start. Fumble return for a touchdown on the opening drive, but atoning for it on the next drive, scoring the last time they had the ball. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Meg. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Ramondre Stevenson was the intended target that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Meg. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And 6.
to get the throw away and completes it. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Patriots first down.
The Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
One quarter in the books. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. They've got it with second down and 13 in front of them. To throw now. May. That one taken in by Douglas. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the gun, on third down, it's May. And that is incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it's going to be fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. They'll start this on the ground with Wallace. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Austin brought in motion. Rodgers now. This one grabbed by Austin. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He'll step up and run this. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
Still first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Rodgers. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Steeler first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
And the Steeler first down.
They go with man coverage on the back end, and while everything's covered up nicely, there's nobody with eyes on the quarterback, so he ends up just using his legs, keeps the drive alive, and that heads-up play moves the chains on 3rd down.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. He pulls it in around the 5. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Now Rodgers. Good blocking, and he's pinned. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown, Steelers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good, and the Steelers will take a 21-7 lead.
Patriots 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Meg. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And it's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Douglas in motion. Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
Here's Austin to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. Open man downfield is Fryermuth. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Rodgers. Metcalf pulls in that one. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Caught out wide on the RPO, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. Working out of the gun, it's May. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd and a yard. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And they'll run it here with Stevenson. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Operating for the shotgun, it's May. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, New England.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And Patriots draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Patriots 14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Rodgers on first down. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 10. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Here's May to throw it on first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup for 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. New England going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's May. We'll look at his big target, Henry, over the middle. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing now is May. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Steelers will take over possession here at the 44.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
A first down throw from Rodgers. He finds Metcalf on the slant. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here's 2nd and 2. They run with Warren. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This fielded at about the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Here with Stevenson. Has an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 31 yards.
For a Patriots.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
May to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up the 3rd down.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seat he can with the push. Too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, New England.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. They'll run on first down with Stevenson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Joey Porter Jr. on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up second down at the Steelers' 14-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Douglas in motion. And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
That's good.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Stevenson, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
A 4-yard loss on the play.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
On second down, it's May.
May's pass complete to DeMario Douglas. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. And here's Stevenson. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. Austin Hooper, touchdown, Patriots. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The extra point now for Borregales. He knocks it through. And the Pats are back to within 7. It's 28-21.
Patriots 21.
Scott Banks, no rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And good yardage there after after the catch, they'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
A gain of 7 brings
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Whoa! A gain there of 16 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
Across midfield with a 48-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll run the draw with Warren. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Aaron. Check this down to Gainwell out of the backfield. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job.
And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Warren, touchdown Pittsburgh. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Patriots 21.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half.
Chris Boswell.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. On the give, this is Stevenson. He'll have a 1st down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Stevenson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Rodgers. Scrambling to his left. Now he'll run. And he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd and 5. Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Play action now with Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
First down,
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On the ground, and this is one. Drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, juking his way forward for a gain of a couple.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. At Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this group.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
The Patriots offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Start on the ground with Stevenson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Patriots, first down.
And just what a luxury it is, Mike, to have a big back like Stevenson that in these 3rd and short situations, the entire stadium knows, all right, we're just going to turn around, hand on the ball, and you still can't stop him. Gets that full head of steam downhill, and he's just really hard to bring down.
Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. May gonna look to throw. That's the Hooper. It's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And the Patriots, first down. First and 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own, and at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's May again. There's that man again. Another catch. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And that is incomplete. Austin Hooper was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
42-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And the Patriots will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. On the ground, it's Warren. They start the drive. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Christian Barmore getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Rodgers will set up the screen to Gainwell. And a good job with the defense. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing is May. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 6. Now, May. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They're going. It's May. This one downfield looking for Henry. That's caught. And he's going to pick up a Patriots first down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
On the ground, Gibson trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is May. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. He'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Rodgers to throw. He'll take his shot. Looking for Wilson. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Rodgers finding Wilson for a big one. 35 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
He finds Austin with the grab. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Hey, he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but that looks a little short. It is short, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. His kick is good. He got it. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Chris Boswell.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Patriots offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. It's an incompletion.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, here's May. He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's going to have the Pats first down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down. New England going to take their 2nd timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They'll run with Stevenson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Stevenson, the ball carrier. He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up. To throw now. May. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. T.J. Watt gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Automatic 1st down.
Now, 1st and goal. To throw is May. And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Here's May. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
He'll try and throw, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 6 yards.
So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.